Alright, it's 2020, and it's nearly impossible to turn on the news without hearing of some horrific violent event that went on. But today's media and top politicians, they use scapegoats to distract us from what actually is causing these mass shootings and violent crimes. Video games are one of the most consumed forms of media right now by people of all ages. And there's a lot of series like Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto that portray a lot of violence, and the media and politicians have put a lot of blame on these types of games for the mass shootings and gun violence that we see in today's society. Putting this blame on video games doesn't account for the higher crime rates that we saw during the mid-20th century and the decrease that we've seen today. In fact, the releases of highly popular violent video games are associated with immediate declines in violent crime. In 2015, a study showed individuals who are prone to aggression and violence tend to seek out violent media, like video games, to provide them with models that express behaviors and desires consistent with their own innate motivational system. It shows that people tend to seek out these forms of media as an outlet for their aggression, and not the cause of their aggression. And the same people that blame violent video games are the same people that are blaming mental health for a lot of these problems as well. Mental health is the biggest buzzword following mass shootings. Researchers recently explored the records of more than 500 convicted murderers and found that the severe mental illness was associated with significantly lower likelihood to have used a firearm during their crimes. Despite the fact that time and time again we're shown that people with mental health issues are not more prone to use guns for violence, even our president has stated that the Dayton, Ohio and El Paso, Texas shootings were caused by mental illness. Having our media and politicians say these things stigmatizes mental illness in our society. So what is stigmatization? Stigmatization is the action of describing or regarding someone or something as worthy of disgrace or great disapproval. Politicians constantly push the idea that psychiatric exams can detect gun crimes before they even occur. We know for a fact that mass shootings are multi-determined, extremely rare events with no simple preventative solution. Organizations like the NRA support mental health databases. They state that this will stop gun violence before it ever occurs. By supporting this, they stigmatize mental health over solutions that could truly help lessen the growing rate of mass shootings. And this directly diverts attention away from guns themselves. So what are some of the possible causes of gun violence in the US? A prominent idea that some people hold, including Marilyn Manson, who is an American singer known for his controversial stage personality, is that fear and consumerism are the root cause of gun violence. Our news cycle consistently pumps people full of fear, whether it be from natural disasters, murder, or disease. This, coupled with commercials telling us to buy the newest iPhone or buy the newer car, push us to be always looking for the next purchase that we need to make to fit in and be okay in society. And this combination of fear and consumerism leads to more guns being purchased. The theory is that keep everyone afraid and they will consume. Our media and politicians constantly mislead the public on the causes and solutions of mass shootings and gun violence. They use video games, which are played by the majority of our society, as a catalyst to gun violence, even though their popularity has consistently shown a decline in gun violence. Political organizations also use mental illness to stigmatize it, driving blame away from guns themselves. So what does that mean? Well, gun violence and mass shootings are a very real problem in the US. And this right here isn't the problem.